Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to physics class. Today, I introduce a new chapter which is work and energy. The topics are first one, introduction to the concept work. Second one, not much work in spite of working hard. And third one, scientific conception of work. From your former physics classes, you studied how can describe motion of objects in first chapter motion, the cause of motion and its related laws in second chapter laws of motion and universal law related to the motion which is in chapter gravitation. Another concept that help you to understand and interpret many natural phenomena is work. You know that all living beings need food to perform different activities included life process to sustain their life. Because energy is needed to carry out these activities or the process. Energy is obtained from food. We all of us need energy to perform different physical or mental activities such as running, playing, reading, writing, thinking, memorizing, etc. Like us, animals are also engaged in different activities. They may be in search of their food. They may be fight with other animals. They may jump and running. They may be roaming. They may be running after their prey. They move away from their enemies, etc. When you hear about work, you get a picture of different kinds of work in your mind, which are you memorize the mathematical formulae and apply them to solve the problems, preparations for your online class test, your travel to attend classes in your school before the lockdown period. These are the different kinds of work you've done or still you are doing. Whose picture load in your mind at first. These are physical and mental works. Normally, after you are doing physical or mental work, you get tired or exhausted because of you spared energy. Work and energy both are correlated subjects or closely related. When you can define work, you can able to talk about energy. Let's have look into one interesting fact which is not much work in spite of working hard. Sita is preparing for examinations. She spends a lot of time in her studies. She reads books, draws diagrams, organizes her thoughts, collects question papers, attends all online classes, discusses problems with her friends when she gets doubt, etc. While she is doing all these activities, she spends a lot of energy. Broadly speaking, she is working hard, but this hard work that she does may involve very little work if you go by the scientific definition of work. In daily life situations, you consider any useful physical or mental labor as work, which is being defined differently in science. What are the definitions of both work and energy on basis of day-to-day life? The common understanding of work is that it is an activity involving mental or physical effort done in order to achieve a purpose. Work and energy both are closely related or correlated. Then, how can define energy? Energy is strength required to do the sustained work. That is, It is capacity in doing work. Now, I would like to give you 3 live situations where work was not done in terms of the scientific definition of work. You put your attention and listen carefully by seeing the pictures and answer yourself to the questions what I am going to give you later on regarding to the live situations. Situation 1. You are working hard to push a huge rock. Let us say the rock does not move despite all the effort you have done. You get completely exhausted. However, you have not done any work on the rock. Why? Because there is no displacement of the rock. Situation 2 is a weightlifter stands still for a few minutes with heavy weight against her shoulder. She has spared quite a bit of her energy to hold the weight against her shoulder for a few minutes. She has exerted force to support the weight. Is she doing work on the load? No. She has not done any work on the weight because there is no displacement of the weight during this time. And situation 3 is you climb up the steps of a staircase and reach the second floor of a building just to see the landscape from there. But by the scientific definition, this activity involves a lot of work. What is the reason? While you are climbing up, you change your positions. That is, you are displacing, you spare your energy in doing so. You may get tired when you reach on the destination. As I have told you earlier, you have to review the 3 situations again and answer the questions given below. First question is, what is the work being done on? Second one is, what is happening to the object? And third one is, who or what is doing the work? You should answer these questions. This is today's your assignment. You remember that activities like playing in a field, talking with friends, humming a tune, watching a movie, attending a function are sometimes not considered to be work. But what constitutes work depends on the way we define it. We use and define the term work differently in science. On next, I am going to teach you a very important topic which is scientific conception of work. Now, I am going to give you another 3 circumstances again. First one is push a pebble lying on a surface. The pebble moves through a distance. You exerted a force on the pebble and the pebble got displaced. In this situation, work is done. Second one is a girl pulls a trolley and the trolley moves through a distance. The girl has exerted a force on the trolley and it is displaced. Here work has done. And third circumstance is lift a book through a height. To do this, you must apply a force. So the book rises up. There is a force applied on the book and the book has displaced. Here, work is said to be done. When you examine these three circumstances that I have told, you can understand that there are two conditions need to be satisfied for work to be done. First one is a force should act on an object, and second one is the object must be displaced. See this picture given in this slide. Here, a boy who was reading a lot told his father that he had been working very hard, but his father replied his work done was zero. Why? His father means the scientific definition of his work. Now, I ask you the question again, what are the two conditions to be met in order for work to be done in physics? Two conditions are, first one, a force should act on an object, and second one is the object must be displaced. If either of these conditions does not satisfy, we can say that work is said to be not done. Dear students, today's homework questions are given in this slide. Please, you have to work out these question answers by today itself. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.